Right, we've got a proper random one today, so hello, it's good to be back. And before we get into today's video, I've actually got a good reason that I ain't been uploading. I've been working on a big video, okay, over an hour long, taking me a week to edit, about 75% of the way through. It's kind of my video that's going to mark the end of the FIFA franchise, so it will be out probably first week of EAFC, so make sure you watch it, I think you'll find it interesting. But anyway, that's not the point of today's video. It's a bit of a strange one. It's not really meant to be a rant video. It will probably turn out being one, because I want to talk about something with EAFC that I think people aren't paying enough attention to, and I think it sets quite a worrying precedent for the rest of the year. I want to talk about the Mad Ready promo for EAFC. Some of you might not even be that aware of what this is if you haven't been paying that much attention. But basically, during the early access, there is going to be a promo just during the early access before Ones to Watch. If Ones to Watch happens, we haven't heard anything about it. That is going to feature some special players, and they're all like Nike themed, so I'm presuming they're all going to be Nike athletes. They've announced Enzo Fernandez so far, and they've announced Chiesa as well. And I'm guessing a lot of you are going to be happy about this. You're going, wow, the game's not even out. We're already getting promo players. How cool. But I'm a bit worried. And this problem is way bigger than just this one promo. Let's just stop and think about it for a minute. I love the start of FIFA. I don't know if you feel the same, but it is my favourite part of the year. Above Team of the Year, above Team of the Season, above maybe Icon Swaps or Foot Birthday or whatever you want. That start of FIFA, using those gold cards, just that kind of era at the start of the game, I just love it. It's always going to be my favourite part of the game, and I'll tell you exactly why. And that's because, one, there's a level playing field, but two, the progression really, really means something. I haven't really played much FIFA 23 since about the World Cup. I kind of got bored of it at that point. I did come back, obviously, for some Team of the Season streams, and I will be doing all of that for EAFC as well. I will definitely be streaming Ultimate Team, because I love streaming it. Normally, I won't sit there and play it on my own the whole time, but with you guys, it does become quite fun, obviously. You can do a lot more with the 2v2 kind of stuff this year, but I'll be playing probably a lot more career mode and a lot more pro clubs on stream than I have over the last few years, and there's a big reason for that. With pro clubs being cross-platform, it's a great way to interact with you lot. I can get some of my friends that are on Xbox involved as well, and I just think it'd be a lot more of a laugh, but also, I like the way progression works in pro clubs. You start off at 80 rated. Every time you get some skill points, if you get an extra pace on your player, it feels like a massive boost. When you get those skill moves, it feels like a massive boost. When you're going to unlock your first play style, it feels like a massive boost. And I think it's just a shame that not that much investment goes into pro clubs or career mode. So I think the more traditional progression you get from them, I enjoy it a lot more, and it might be different from you guys. I know a lot of you, especially if you are a bit younger, you probably wouldn't have played foot at the same time, you might have grown up with, and you might enjoy the whole slot machine aspect, the whole upgrading your players every single week kind of thing. But for me, as I said, I just don't think it's the same. It might just be me getting a bit older, I don't know. And I just think the way foot's going, especially with these new promos coming out right at the start, just the progression is not the same. It doesn't feel like you're really earning something, you're really grinding. I know a few YouTubers have talks about this, but many won't. I'm not calling people out because I'm hating on them, it's the content they make, whatever, but if you're watching a Penfez video, a Bateson video, anyone like that, it's just player picks and packs, that's it. They obviously make their money off the promos the same way that EA do. And I have nothing against that. If they enjoy it, their viewers enjoy it, fair enough. I know a lot of you will sit there and watch me open packs, and that is kind of down to the fact that the gameplay isn't always the best. But even when the gameplay is good, and it has been okay in the last few FIFAs, there's been some fun things to do, people do want to just sit there and watch packs be opened. And I'll see, with my live streams, always have my top viewers when I'm opening the packs. That's just the way it is. It's what people want to see, especially if they're not opening that many packs themselves. They kind of get the buzz through watching other people, and I don't have a problem with that, but I'm not going to be doing that much pack opening content this year because I just don't find it that interesting. All the SBC videos, everything like that, don't worry, they're going to be out. But as I said, for my own enjoyment, whilst I love playing foot with you guys, and I'll probably do a lot of 2v2 stuff, I like the actual progression that you get, and I just feel like you don't get that in foot with the new promos. Because with the promos every week, you might think, yeah, more cards, you've got to keep progressing all of that, which is good, but I just find them way too easy to get. I mean, we'll probably see it not even in November this year. Before October's up, we will be seeing Icon SBCs. We'll be seeing Party Bag SBCs maybe, because I expect that we'll get the Scream Team, Ones to Watch, and maybe one more promo, maybe a Champions League related promo during October. We might even get one other one. They love chucking around shapeshifters at different points of the year and stuff like that, so we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. But just to kind of sum up what I'm trying to say here, I've done this video without a script or anything. It's probably absolute chaos, but who cares? I think I've got my point across. What I'm saying is, with a promo before this, I think promos are just going to become more and more and more common. They're going to be basically never ending. You're not going to have a breather from there being a promo, and it makes it less special in my opinion. I remember, not just for myself, but you guys back in the day, when it was, you'd have your ones to watch, you'd have your Scream team, you'd have Road to the Final, you'd have Footmas, which I really miss, it was SBC based, but it was fun, and then you'd have maybe just headliners, team of the season, team of the year, and Foot Birthday. And I think that's more than enough. That's loads of promos, but they all felt different, they all felt unique, they were all worth looking forward to, especially Foot Birthday for me. I don't know why that one always stood out, but I always look forward to it, you guys always look forward to it. Those promos, everyone came on, the servers even went down, which only really happens for Team of the Year now. And we had a great time, there was all hype for it, but I just feel like now, it's not the same. The promos never stop, it doesn't feel special anymore. I've actually come back and played a little bit of Ultimate Team for pre-season. Everyone's using exactly the same players. No surprise, everyone's got the footies Mbappe, everyone's got the footies Messi. Use whoever you want, I don't mind. But I love just going on using normal gold players, maybe a few informs, a few specials, building a past and present team, something like that, and beating people using these ridiculous teams. Because I like, when you're using normal gold cards, they actually, for me, have a lot more character about them. When you're using all these promo cards, it doesn't matter who you're using, they all feel exactly the same. For centre-back now, you could be using Lucio, you could be using Maldini, you could be using, even like Giroud has a centre-back card. They all feel exactly the same. Hopefully there's going to be a little bit more variation with the playstyles this year, but I just feel like every card, especially towards the end of the year, but even from maybe about January onwards, it was just loads of different players, but apart from how they look on the pitch, they played exactly the same. Literally just the face is different, maybe the boots is different, but they all just feel like the same player. And I just don't get the individuality of building your ultimate team anymore, if that makes sense. But as I've tried to say all the way throughout the video, this is just my opinion, and it is kind of a bit risky to put it out there because FIFA YouTubers, and a lot of them, make their money, make their views, the community watch them because they love opening the packs, or they love watching opening the packs, or they even like giving packs to the YouTubers to open via SharePlay or even Discord. And I won't stop doing that. If you guys enjoy it, especially at the start of the year on a Friday night, I'll be there, we can open packs and stuff, because as I said, I like the aspect of doing it with you guys. But I think for the average player, it's not a good sign, but that is my opinion. Let me know if you agree with me down below. I'm sure there'll be a lot of debate on this. If you disagree, I'd actually like to hear from you as well. I'm not going to say you're wrong or anything. I just want to know what you guys think, and that's kind of why I'm putting this random video out there. But as I said at the start, make sure you're staying tuned. We've got some big things coming for EAFC. So I'll see you soon, and goodbye.